My life is like an open book, and as I look back through the pages, I see the chances I often took, though I was never too courageous. Life's never easy all the time. The hills you climb often lead nowhere. Of ups and downs I've had my share. That's what life is all about.
Hello everybody, story time again. Tonight I'm going to tell you a story about my last job that I got in housework. And I had to go for an interview down to Temple to the house about the job. And when I went down, there were a lovely young couple with 3 children, and they were looking for a girl, and but the girl they wanted to get, you'd have to go away to Yalvarum for a month that Tuesday, because Tuesday was the 1st of July and they were going away for the month. So when I heard that they were going to Yard for a month, I was delighted. I was praying in my own mind that I get the job. So I told them anyway that I'd be delighted to go to Yard, and I was telling them all this and that. So they told me then that a Monday morning they bring my mum down to the house and leave my mum see the kind of people that I was going to go to Yard with for the month. So when I went home and told my mum I wanted to go to Yard for the month, she was undecided whether she'd let me go. She was half afraid to let me go. So I was telling her they were lovely people and all that. So anyway, she said she'd come down with me on Monday morning. So we went down on Monday morning anyway, and my mum liked them. They were very nice people. So I got the job anyway. So they told me then on Monday morning they'd be there for the day, working there, and I get used to the children for the day. And that I could come down then and start work Tuesday morning, and we go off to Yard for the month. So I stayed from that Monday, and there was a bit of children. There was 3 children. One was about 4, and the other one was about 3, and there was a baby there about a year and a half. So anyway, I stayed working for them for the day, and then when I came home on Monday night, I packed my few things, whatever I had, and I went off down in the bus down to work Tuesday morning, and they were packing the car when I went down. So we went off to Yall anyway. That was the 1st of July, and that time the weather used to be beautiful, really, be scorching. We said never have rain. And we went off anyway to Yall and going down in the car. Mrs. Coleman, I think, was the woman's name. And she was singing on the way going down in the car for the children, and all lovely little children's songs. I made a sing-song going down the car. So we got to Yall anyway, and there was kind of a boreen, and off of the main road, and as you go into Yall, and there was 3 little cottages up there, and it was like a really little country boreen, and right across the road from that place then where the cottages was, there was a big shop, and the name of the shop was Cox. I always remember the name of the shop. So anyway, we went in anyway, and there was 3 little cottages, and we were in the centre cottage, and we went in then and we unpacked all their stuff. So when we went in then, she had a case, and she gave me the case, and she said, Nora, she said, the case, what's in the case? No, it's for yourself. And she said, you can take them into your room, and she said, I hope you don't mind me giving them to you. So I took the case into the room, and when I opened the case, oh my God, it was all beautiful clothes belonged to herself inside, and the kids all lovely, mud skirts and beautiful blouses and cardigans. Oh, I was so delighted with all the style. She was only about the same size as myself that time. And at that time then I was 14 years old in that time. So anyway, we started our work anyway, and then my job was I used to have to take the baby away in the morning, and they used to call him a go-kart that time, calls them buggies now. And I take the baby down the beach for the morning, and then I'd come up at dinner hour, and Mrs. Coleman would have the dinner ready, and we'd have our dinner, and after the dinner then I'd clean the bit away. It was only herself and the 3 children and myself, and then I'd have to take the baby away again. All my job was having the baby down the beach all day, and she used to keep the 2 young children with herself. So then in the evening then, when we'd have our tea about 6 o'clock, all I'd have to do then was whiten the children's rubber dollies. The old people now would know what the rubber dollies were. They used to be little white, soft little shoes, and you get stuff to whiten them at night to make them lovely and clean and new looking. And the name of the stuff was Blanco, was the name of it. And it would be like a big a stick of chalk, but it would be very thick. And you'd rub around all the white of the shoes, and then you put them out in the window, and you leave them dry for the night out in the window. So anyway, every night then, I had off every night. I could go out every night. And then the other 2 cottages next to us, there was 2 girls working in them, and they were like my own age as well. And one of them was from Saltine in Galway, and the other girl, I could never remember where the other girl came from. So the 3 of us then got talent together, and the 3 of us used to go out at night, and it was to have all lovely style that Mrs. Coleman was after giving me, and I was be delighted. So then every Friday night there used to be a dance in the town, and it used to be, where Perks used to be, the old Perks Marys at the start at the Strand, and at the same time down in Youghal there was all the soldiers was down from Cork, and they were all stationed in Youghal. They must have been down training or something, and they'd be all at the dance every Friday night, and we go into the dance, myself and the other 2 girls, and we used to be out dancing then. And anyway, in the end anyway, we got 3 soldiers. The 3 of us had 3 boyfriends, and we used to meet them then at night, and we go out walking around town, and if they had money they'd take us to the pictures, but we'd always go to the dance on a Friday night. And then when we were coming home from the dance then every Friday night, I said where we worked, it was like a little boreen, and when you passed the 3 cottages, you go up the boreen, and up it wasn't a long boreen or a short of the place. But when we be passing up 3 cottages that night in, with the 3 fellas, we go up the boreen, and we wouldn't make a sound passing in case that they hear us passing, and we'd be like 6 little mice going up. We go up into the top of the boreen, and we used to have a stall with our 3 soldiers, and some people don't know what a stall is now, but all that would be with the soldiers. Your boyfriend would put his arms around you, and he'd be kissing you. That's all, and he'd be telling you he'd be loving you, and he'd be like the only thing I know. But we believe him anywhere ever to be telling us. Then we'd have to come back down and make no noise, and they go in home, and Mrs. Coleman used to leave the key, the door up in the window still for me, and I used to open the door and go in, and I go up to bed, and I wouldn't make a very noise. And that was all at night. But then every Saturday night I couldn't go out, I'd have to stay in, because every Saturday evening her husband used to come down, and the two of them used to go out of a Saturday night, and I'd have to sing and mind the three children then of a Saturday night. But I didn't mind that anyway. But then when they go out, then the children would be in bed, and then I saw her sit up in the windowsill in the kitchen, and I write me mum a small little note, and all I put down in it was, "Ma'am, I'm all right. I'm having a lovely time, Nora." And then on Monday morning I posted to her, and I leave it so that she know I was all right. And then that was going on then, and down to them for the whole month, and the weather was beautiful. And I was all tanned, we were brown out from me down the beach. All I had to do was only take the child down the beach all day. So anyway then, we were down there then for the month, and I forgot to tell you the best part of it. They told me then when I got the job that when I come back after the month, they'd give me £10 wages for the month. And £10 that time, it would be like winning a big prize in the lotto, you know. It was an awful lot of money. So anyway, I had a lovely time in York for the month. And during the month, then the 16th of July, it was my birthday in York, and I was 15 years old. Then that day down in York was my birthday. So we were down there anyway for the month, and then after the month then, we were coming home, and we were packing all our things, say goodbye to the girls that was next to us. And in the last bit of note, then I wrote to my mum, and I told my mum, I said, "Mum, tell me pal, Nora Donovan, to wait for me a Sunday night. I'll be home about 6 o'clock. Noreen was my best pal, and we used to be going up the dike every night. We used to have nowhere to go, all the boys and girls would have no money, and they'd all make from the dike, and we'd be all walking up in the dike, up and down the dike all night, and we'd be all clicking one another. That's where we used to go every night, and then some nights we go to Lee Fields. But I told my mum anyway to tell Noreen wait for me, I'll be home about 6 o'clock. So that was all right anyway. The Sunday evening came, and we came back. Oh yeah, before we came back then, Mrs. Coleman gave me then the money one day, and she said, "Nora, go downtown now." And she gave me a few pounds, and she said, "Boy, 2 presents, one for your young sister and one for your brother." So I was delighted going down buying 2 presents for Alice and Jimmy. So I bought Alice a lovely doll, and I brought Jimmy a beautiful horse and cart, and it was really lovely, the horse and cart. And in the back of it, there was all barrels inside the back of it. It was more like a lovely little ornament than anything else. So I was delighted with the 2 presents. So Sunday, anyway, we headed back home, and when we got back to their house in Ballintemple, the visitors came to visit them, and then they had to make the tea, and then I had to stay there, and I had to wait until they were gone away, and they wash up the ware and fix up the place. So anyway, I was coming away then, and she gave me £10, and I had me 2 presents for the children, and I had on the lovely clothes that she was after giving me. And then before I came back, when we were in Yall then, she asked me would I sleep in when we come back, and she was after showing me the bedroom that Monday when I was there, and it was a beautiful bedroom with a beautiful bedroom suite and all, a beautiful, really lovely bedroom. And she said I could, when I come back, I could live with them, and I could come home every Sunday evening with me mams, and then I could come back to work on Monday morning. I'd have Sunday evening off and Monday night. So I said I would. I was delighted. I wanted to go to live with them and all. So anyway, we came home that Sunday evening, and I was inside the bus coming home with me £10 note in my hand in case anything happened, and the 2 presents for the children. Now at that time, everyone, most people were all very poor, And every Sunday night, your mother wouldn't have no money to be on work, and they'd either be waiting for the pond to open on Monday morning, and then every Monday morning you'd have to go down to the pond with an old bundle of clothes or something, and you pawn the clothes then, and you get a few bob on them down the pond, and then you go up and you get a few messages. There used to be a shop up in Shandon Street. It's still there now. I think the Centre is the name of it now. But at that time, it was an old-fashioned shop, and the fellow that owned it was Baldy Clifford, because the man, he had a baldy head, and that time you never hardly see a baldy man, and we all christened Baldy Clifford on him. So when we come out the pond in Blarney Street, we go up to Baldy Clifford and we get a few messages and bring them home for our breakfast. And then someday our mother used to get a loan, and then when she'd have the loan paid off, she'd get another loan. Then the Saturday that'd be finished, and then we'd be grand for that weekend. She'd have a load of money because she'd have the loan. But anyway, that Sunday evening, when I was coming home the bus with the 2 presents and a £10 for my mum, I think that I was the happiest young man in the whole world that night, coming home with the £10 for my mum. Thank God she wouldn't have to go to no pawn in the morning. And the £10 that time would nearly do you for a month, but to get the messages. So I was delighted. And I was waiting for the mom when I go home that they'd be all waiting to see me after the month. And my mum be delighted when I'd be giving her the £10. And when I went in home, I got off at the bus on top of the road and came down. And when I went in home, there was no one inside, only my mum herself. And my mum was in a very bad humour when I went in. When I went in the door, when I looked at the table, there was all lovely things on the table. There was biscuits and cakes and everything. And I knew straight away that my mum was after getting a loan the day before. And I knew she wasn't waiting on me £10 wages at all. And when I went in the door, she was in very bad humour. First of all, she said to me, "What kept you?" She said, "What kept you? You said you'd be here at 6 o'clock. And she said, "It's 8 o'clock now. And only Donovan has gone away. She went away without you." She was giving out jars to me, and there was no fuss made about the £10, but the 2 children were delighted with their presents. So I said, "Ma'am, that's all right. Noreen and the girls already gone up the dyke. I'll follow them up and I'll meet them up in the dyke." But there was no thanks at all for giving the £10 wages. I already got the face there off me when I went in. So I went away then and I went up there and I met Noreen and all the girls up the dyke. So the next morning I got up to go to work. And the Sunday evening when I was coming home, Mrs. Coleman gave me a loan of her hat. She had a lovely hat and she put it on me coming home. And she said, "You'll be lovely now going home to your man." And she had a hat on me. And when I came home then I put away the hat. And then I got up for work Monday morning. And I had the hat and everything on me and I was all ready to get the bus down to Ballintemple back to work. And then just before I came out the door, I said, "Ma'am, I'll see you now next Sunday evening." And she said, "Oh, I won't see you tonight." Because I said, "I'm going to sleep in. That time when you live with the people, they was called a sleep-in." And I said, "I'm going to sleep in Mrs. Coleman's house." And I said, "I'll be sleeping in for the week. And I'll come home a Sunday evening. And I'll be going back then again on Monday morning." And my mum said, "You're not going down there," she said. "You're not sleeping in nowhere." She said, "You sleep in your own house." But I said, "Mum, I want to go down and stay." "You're not going down." She got very cross then. And I said, "But Mum, I have to go down because I have Mrs. Coleman's hat. And she told me last night, bring her hat back this morning." And she said, "You're not going down there no more. And forget about her hat. You're not taking no hat back at all." She said, "You're not to go down in there that house no more. You're not sleeping in." Then I started crying. I wanted to go and I wouldn't be left. And then she told me in the end, shut up and stop me crying. That was the end. I wasn't left down there no more. And I wasn't left down to the house no more. And ever after, I was always going mad over that woman because they were so good to me in yard for the month. And I'm sure when I didn't turn up that Monday morning from work, she must have thought I was very mean person to do that to her. But it was the way I hadn't left home, and I was crying and begging me mum, and she would not let me go. And I was always thinking that woman after, what did she think of me? She must have thought I was a very, very mean young man, and I was always going mad over it. But I wasn't left down there anyway anymore. So when I was down here, it was my birthday on the 16th of July, and I was 15 then when I was in Yall. And then when I came home, then I wasn't left down there anymore. And then my sister used to work in Lunham's, and then my sister got me a job then in Lunham's for her, as I was 15 then, and I got a job in Lunham's with my sister, and I loved that job. It was great altogether. And in Lunham's that time there was two different parts. There was one part where they used to do all the sausages and rashers and ham and everything, and in the other part then there was kind of like a tripe house. All the cattle used to be killed there and all the pigs. And I was working in that part then with my sister, and there was only 16 of us working in that part. But there was loads and loads of girls working in the other part. And then when they be killing the cows, or sometimes they bring in a bull and they be killing the bull, and you hear them all screeching. And when they be killing all the pigs be screeching. And in a very, very odd time, there might be a bull escape, and to come out and over the mic that there's a bull after escaping, and we'd all have to run and try and flank in case the bull would get us, and we'd be running around all different places, and then to come out he would be after getting caught. But anyway then, when they kill all the pigs then was our job. Then the men then, when they killed the pigs, the men then would bring in the pigs' bellies. They would be huge fat bellies, and we'd be brought upstairs then, two girls, and the big fat bellies belonged to the pig would be put up in kind of slabs, and we'd have a bucket each at the side of us. Then we'd have to start at the top, and we'd have to take off all the gut off of the pig's stomach, and we were so used to it, we'd be flying around it, and to be all coming around and all going down into the bucket, and all the cotton would be inside the bucket, and when we'd have all the gut gone off the big old belly, we'd have to bring the buckets downstairs then, and the other girls then that was walking downstairs, they had about 4 big timber tubs full of hot water, and they'd put the gut into the tubs then, and they'd have to clean all the gut, and you'd have to clean every bit of it. And then some days then we'd have to clean it with them. And then when all that would be all done, that would be all dried and be all put into salt and different barrels. And then that would be taken over then to the factory where they used to do all the sausages, and all that cotton was for making the sausages and the white pudding and the black pudding. And that was the clean part of the factory, but we were in the kind of the dirty part. But people didn't realise, I suppose, that time that there was two different parts in Lunham's. There was the part now where they do all the hands, and there was the part where we were. But anyway, I was working in Lunham's then, and I was mad about Lunham's job. And then we were there then for a couple of years, and then we changed houses then from Gran, and we went to live out in Spandle Hill. and we were up in the very last house in Spandle Hill in Fairfield Avenue, and at night then the shops down and there at far end of the road used to close about 6 o'clock, and there wouldn't be a shop opened. And if my brother didn't want the fags or my sister wanted a package of fags, they'd either have to go down to Shandon Street or down to Blackpool to get a package of fags. So then one night then my sister and my mum decided that we might open up a small house shop in the house we were after going to live in. So they said they'd chance it. So they got the house anyway in the front room, and they got all the shelves and the counter put up, and then they opened the shop. We only got a small few things first, because we didn't know what way that the shop would go. And next anyway, after a couple of weeks, the shop was flowing. They were coming up all night from us, knocking at the door during the night and everything. So then after a couple of months, the shop got so busy that my mum wasn't able to run the shop on her own. So she made me and Kathleen give up our jobs in Lunham's, and we gave up the jobs, and Kathleen done the shop with my mum, and I used to do all the housework then. And that was the end of Lunham's job then. But the shop was flying then. We had a shop open then for 11 years. And then after 11 years, the big shops down the back hill started cribbing that we were taking away their visitors from them, because there was about 2 or 3 other house shops opened up then as well in different roads. And then the corporation said we'd have to close down the shops, and none of them would close them down. And then after a while, when they were closing them down, they were stopping taking the rent, and said they wouldn't take no more rent. That would be put out of the house. But anyway, we had a shop in Spandle Hill for 11 years, and then we knew then we had to close it down because we'd have been put out of the house. So there was a shop for sale up Mount Eden Road. It was only a little lock-up place. So my mum said that she bought that place and there was a house idle next to it, and if the corporation gave her the house in Mount Eden Road, we closed down our shop in Spandle Hill, and we got up to live in Mount Eden Road. So my mum bought the shop in Mount Eden Road, and we got the house in Mount Eden Road, and we went up to live there then. But I think that when we went up to Mount Eden Road then, my mum was very sad after our house in Spandle Hill. I was broken hearted after it, although I was married and all then. I was broken hearted after we leave in Spandle Hill. And my mum only lasted 2 years up in Mount Eden Road when she died. I said she died with a broken heart after leaving Spandle Hill. We all love Spandle Hill. But anyway, that was the end of the 2 shops. So when my mum died then they sold the shop in Mount Eden Road. And then later on then I got me dad and my brother to transfer into a bungalow up where I was living in Spear Hill. A woman transferred for them, and they came back up by me to live in Fair Hill. But they were there then until they died. But my husband died in 80. He was only 45 when he died. He's stayed nearly 40 years now. And then when Eddie died, he was stayed about 4 years, and I came back down to Blarney Street to live in Blarney Street, and I'm here now since my little house here now in Blarney Street. So that's all the end of that story now about going to Yall and everything. And as I said, only for the pawn, we'd all having starved and getting the loan, and I was broken hearted over my mother making no fuss of my wages, and I was broken hearted over and not being let go back to Mrs. Coleman to work. And I was always very sorry over that woman. So that's the end of my story now for tonight. And next week now, with the help of God, I'll tell you another one. And thanks for all the messages that's coming in. They're all mad about the stories. And I hope you like I hope you like that one now. And I hope you like them on next week with the help of God. See you all with the help of God. Good night now.